Hey everybody, Pr0nogo here, bringing you another Halo Wars 2 video. This is Act 1, a new enemy, the second proper mission. I don't count the tutorial. Who counts the tutorials? What are Phoenix logs? Why do they matter? They don't. Get me out of here. Let's go. Let's go. Come on.
MIA. She'll stay silent down there until she has a good shot at getting back to us.
Yeah, I knew she wasn't definitely dead.
Isabel, this is Captain Cutter.
I know who you are. James Cutter. Captain of the Spirit of Fire. You're supposed to be lost with all hands.
Not so lost, it seems. What happened down there? I need to know what we're up against. Isabel? Isabel, report.
Sir. 5 months ago, the portal from the Ark to Earth shut down without warning. A month later, he arrived.
He?
The Brute. Their leader. His name is Atriox.
Amon! Void!
During the war, the Covenant used his clan as expendable muscle. Told them dying in battle would speed their holy journey. 40 at a time, they carelessly sent them in. 40 to break the front lines. 40 to die for beliefs not their own. None never returned. Until he did. And so battle by battle, war by war, 39 brothers at a time, Atriox was born. With every victory, his legend and his hatred of the Covenant grew. Eventually, both were impossible to conceal. And they tried to banish him. And everything we know about the Covenant's 1,000-year history. Atriox was the first to defy the Covenant and survive. And his defiance inspired others. Atriox and his Banished raided Covenant resources, cutting a swath across the galaxy, growing in strength with each attack, gathering killers and mercenaries to his side. The Covenant had two targets in those years, humanity and Atriox. They almost got us, but Atriox, they never came close. The whole damn Covenant couldn't contain him at the height of their power. That's what you're up against. And all you've got is one old ship and half a crew to staff her? We need to run as far and as fast as we can.
We are just one ship. And an old one at that. But here we are. 30 years past what anyone could ask of us. Our war is gone. The lives we had are gone. The worlds we knew have moved on. And now, all that we may have left are those standing beside us. And the duty that defines us. Battle after battle, fighting side by side. Together. Where you see half a crew, Isabel, I see family, courage, and 1,000 heroes who swore to fight their way through hell before they'd ever turn their backs and run. And where you see one old ship, I see home. And that is always worth fighting for. If we don't stop Atriox now, we leave the galaxy at the mercy of a monster. So no, Isabel. We won't be running anywhere today.
Sir, yes, sir.
What? She's such a fucking melodramatic
Captain,
AI.
I appreciate a good rousing speech as much as the next AI, but Atriox has had months to set up his forces on the Ark. Even if we could find him, attacking him head-on would be suicide.
That's why we have to fight smart by hitting Atriox's chain of command first. Isabel, you know the Banished and their operations here. Where do we start?
Decimus. He's one of Atriox's chief lieutenants and the one who led the attack on my outpost. He oversees a Banished salvage operation near the outpost.
We need to hit the Banished with a surprise attack to put them on their back foot. Then move south and establish an HQ. Once we have a base, we can begin our attack on Decimus.
Captain, Isabel said the portal her outpost was using to contact Earth closed without warning. Once we start this fight, we have no way of calling for help if we need it.
That's what you'll be working on, Professor. I need you to find us a way to get word back home. In the meantime, it's up to us to hold the line here. Let's show them what the Spirit of Fire can do.
So I like the idea that maybe at some point we'll be communicating with Earth and the stakes will raise or whatever, and basically the idea is, at least as far as I can tell, that eventually we'll be like upgrading our arsenal with new tech, and maybe we can, like, as a bonus objective or something, we can like take some of this shit. But I mean, they said that there weren't any soldiers here. It was mostly scientific stuff, so we may have to scavenge and repurpose. I don't know. I'm just sort of guessing and sort of wishful thinking probably, because I don't think that's going to happen. But assuming we will be jumping back, sending a message to Earth or whatever, and then maybe they'll come and rescue our bacon. The question I will pose to you guys here today in this video, that hopefully I'll try to remember to answer in the next one, is, again, this is all off-the-cuff stuff, but generally speaking, I'd like to pose the idea that, like, if you were designing, or if you were just, you can think of it as designing it, but just consider the idea that your ideal RTS, what would you want it to start off doing? Like, what would you want the hook to be that gets you interested in the universe? And what would you want that, like, first mission to be? Because I personally don't think that first mission that we just played in the last week, I don't think that that's really the best way to go about introducing the gameplay of your game, right? Because it's a micro-focused thing, but it was mostly cinematic. Like, it was mostly on hands, right? There was no real combat. The ending sequence was a running away and, a chase sequence. But so what would you guys think of as, like, a really good way to open up your story and tell, like, a good sort of mission? And then we'll sort of try and see if this mission is similar to what that is, or is a good answer to that question, I guess. And of course, let me know in the comments below what you think about that. And then I'll try and answer that question after, in the context of the mission that we're going to play at the end of the video. So we got lead the UNSC in an assault against Decimus' salvage operation. Hellbringer infantry are standing by to clear banished defenses. Okay. Destroy red barrels. That's my favorite sim.
The Banished are dug in deep and dead set on controlling this installation, and we cannot allow that to happen. Strike one. Your job is to establish a forward base. Expect resistance.
I like the units hopping out of that Pelican there. That was pretty slick.
You heard the captain. Strike one. Hit them hard, Marines.
Okay.
Marines ready to serve. Moving to position.
Yeah. Move the camera.
Ready for duty. Spirit of Fire actual. We have eyes on the banished camp. Over. Position.
Roger that, Strike One. Take them out.
Now, are there special abilities I have to use? I don't think so.
To reporting, sir.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna get some help. Interesting. Is that like a fire base or something?
Clear. Area secure.
Oh.
Jerome, the enemy has troops garrisoned up ahead. I'm dropping in support to help you clear them out.
Delivered and deployed. Over.
Okay. So we have these Edge Masters here. So, credit where credit's due. I thought we were going to be seeing some really obnoxious Covenant Forerunner, or Forerunner stuff, not Covenant
On
stuff.
my way. Burn them out, Hellbringers.
But we did not see that.
Do I have to drop kick you there? Move! Read and understood.
Moving. Yes, sir.
So, I don't understand. Does this deal most bonus damage to them? It doesn't seem to be doing that much.
Reporting for duty.
You got it. On the
That
run.
Forerunner tower up ahead is generating an incredible energy signature. If you can secure it, we might be able to tap into that power.
Got it, Professor. Capture that power node, team.
So only one infantry unit can capture it at a time. Let's go ahead and grab this. Get rid of this
Walk in
stuff.
the park.
Looks like the Banished are using those nodes to pull power from the Ark. But now I can reconfigure them to supply our bases on the ground.
Thanks, Professor. I'll keep an eye out for more. Now let's find a way to get across that canyon. On the move.
Nozzles are hot.
Bridge is up.
What is this? Kodiak? They're just coming up with this bullshit new
Captain is
units.
deploying heavy forces across the target area. Keep an eye out for opportunities to coordinate fire.
Okay, is that like a leader ability I can use? I don't know how any of this shit works.
On my way. Enemy infantry ahead. Hellbringers, you're up.
Okay.
Tanks are cranked up to 11, son.
Wow! Some damage.
Ready for action. I think my tank is leaking. Needs repairs. We're burning time. Let's go.
This is also another thing that's sort of fucked up about squads. Look at this. We've got one guy who has no health. And then we've got 3 guys that have no health. But this squad's gonna be 3 times as useful. That's so fucked up. If this was like a...
On the way.
Humans! Stop them or Decimus will have our heads!
Wait, what are you guys shooting
We
at?
have here. The Banished have been collecting supplies.
Collect what you can. We're going to need all the help we can get.
I'll get there.
Well, presumably they're gonna
Just show me the hostiles.
help them
Enemy building
deal with that
neutralized.
themselves. I don't know.
Let's do this.
But anyways, yeah, if that was a multiplayer scenario where that happened and an enemy won because of that, I would be pretty upset. Because these units have individual health bars that we can't see.
Ops are healed up and ready to go.
092, ready to go.
I don't know. Seems pretty fucked up to me. They finally did it. They finally
Strike
shot the
One,
enemy.
you're closing in on Decimus's salvage operation. So I'm sending in some Warthogs to help you scout ahead.
Okay.
Units delivered and
Move out,
deployed.
Marines.
Over.
What the...
Jerome, it looks like some of your troops have taken damage. I've made the Spirit of Fire's restoration drones available, so you can call them in to help.
Thanks.
Listen to that engine purr.
Don't say
Jerome,
that.
We're detecting a high number of hostiles beyond that wreck. Use your Warthogs to scout out a flanking path.
Wow, Warthogs do a lot more damage than infantry.
My hog is ready for the full tour, sir.
Don't say
On the
hog. That's a bad word.
On the move.
Warthog on the move.
So there's some stuff up here. Wait, hold on. Where is it? It's
Let's
over
go
here.
out.
I keep trying to A move and it's not working.
On my way. Let's hustle.
Oh yeah, Warthogs are really good
by
against
five.
infantry for whatever
I'm on
reason. Alright.
On the move.
Probably less good against vehicles and
Rolling out.
buildings and all that stuff, so I say we just deal with this shit.
Under fire from ground troops.
Oh shit.
Speed coming through. Let's hustle.
Those retconned in new units are really effective at retconning those units that we were just talking about. Oh yeah, I should
10-4. They'll regret running into me.
should probably remember to,
No problemo.
you know, micro my units up here. I completely forgot about that. That looks like it's, yeah, it's one of the side objectives that we can do.
It's been a long time coming.
What are these anyways? Oh, it doesn't tell me.
Getting tingles already.
I don't know.
Out of my way, coming through. Warthog on the move. Easily done. I'm there, sir. On my way. Spartan moving out.
So we're getting these bonus objectives to destroy units with other units. That seems kind of shitty, to, like pointless to me, you know? All right, let's keep scouting.
Got a location on enemy. Wait for the hog.
Why do units get... That seems really bad for a competitive landscape. The idea that your units... Oh, shit. Well, that doesn't do friendly fire for whatever reason. That's what I call the StarCraft 2-ification of...
Strike one. Decimus's salvage operation is just up ahead.
Spirit incoming. Get ready.
Move some troops into those empty garrisons, Jerome. They'll be better protected against the banished base there.
Burning rubber. Eat my dust.
Don't say that.
Fortifying location.
That's very offensive.
Ready for a cookout, squad. Point us at them, sir.
I'm coming for you. Watch out, team. Enemy reinforcements incoming.
Watch you don't judge.
They had the
your
wrong
tanks too much.
tooltip?
Let's show them
How
what
did
this
they do
baby
that?
can do.
Marines under
On my
fire
way.
from enemy ground troops.
Ah, you guys are fine. Don't be wussies.
Excuse me, coming through.
We've reduced an enemy structure to rubble.
There's another dropship on its way. My ass is gone.
I mean, this seems pretty simple so far.
Let's motor.
They're all focus firing the units in the garrison, so...
Better not make a mess of my grill.
Light 'em up, Hornets.
We've taken out an enemy structure.
Going there, sir.
Copy
Alright. Cool.
Meet me. Out of my way.
Don't say meep meep. What are you, a fucking 5-year-old?
Spirit of Fire actual. We have destroyed the base. Awaiting new orders.
This is a good location to establish a base of our own. It's the heart of your operation, and once it's constructed, you can call in more structures to build an army.
Marines.
Yeah. I played the basic tutorial.
Captain, I'm picking up a broadcast to local banished channels.
Can you intercept, Isabel?
Routing to you now.
Salvage teams, this is Decimus. Why have you ceased production? Explain yourselves.
Sounds like we got his attention.
We won't have long before he realizes what's happened. Isabel, keep intercepting those transmissions and sending them through. Jerome, get that base up and running.
Moving out.
Oh yeah, go time.
Wow. Don't say go time. So, we still have these Kodiaks over here, these retconned units. They seem like basically siege tanks. Or sort of like Cobras, maybe, but... Probably Plasma Rhinos are the easiest way to remember them. But, I don't know, man. To each their own, I suppose. Some people are into that. Some people aren't. This is a much more substantive mission than the previous one.
Supply pads are online. Build one now. Supply pads will bring in a steady stream of supplies to help you build your army.
This is what I'm talking about. Why did I even bother playing the tutorial besides to learn
Call in
camera
the generator
controls?
so you can start producing power. You need power as well as supplies to build more specialized units. Now that we've got resources coming in, build a barracks to field advanced infantry squads. Infantry are your front line in battle, and one of your most adaptable units on the field.
Out of my way.
Marine infantry squads now available from your main HQ building. Marines are solid, all-purpose combat units, which can capture objectives and gather resources on the field.
Stop.
You've got a good baseline now, Jerome. Bring in more resources, barracks, or set up some automated turrets to help protect your base as you see fit.
Thanks.
Thanks, Captain. About time we did some damage of our own.
So it looks like they follow the same sort of hotkey
Captain,
structure, which
I'm
is
detecting
good.
a significant energy buildup in orbit above our base.
plasma bombardment on the way. Take cover, Strike One.
Boys.
Warthog, on the move.
So you crawled out of your hiding places for another battery? I thought we bloodied you enough last time. That was a taste of our power, humans. If you want more, I'll be waiting.
I can't turn down an invitation like that. What's the damage?
Nothing our restoration drones can't repair. We were lucky this time. That plasma beam came from the banished carrier ship, the one that attacked my outpost. The rest of Decimus's salvage operation is north of your position and marked on the map. Make him pay.
We'll be happy to deliver, Isabel. Now let's get going.
So I can't upgrade turrets anymore to be specialized, it seems. I also can't upgrade my base.
Supply pad constructed.
Ready for the cookout, sir.
Well,
Let's do this.
how do we get a... What the fuck? What? 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 What the fuck? How am I supposed to fucking do anything about that? Holy shit! That's insanity.
Excuse me, coming through.
Am I only supposed to use Warthog?
I'm on it.
Maybe they can outrun it?
On my way. On the move. Let's hustle. Excuse me, coming through.
I don't know, man. I'm just guessing here.
The enemy sent vehicles after me. On the move. All right.
Well, at least they're still idiotic. Well, I don't know, man. What is even our main objective here? Strike at Decimus's main base. Holy shit, there are 11 of those silos. Destroy enemy base. Okay, listen. You need to calm down with these bonus objectives.
Eyes on me, Marines. Up and ready to go.
Like, seriously. Fucking relax a little.
Moving.
Oops. Alright, well. I don't really know what to say about this one.
Constructed.
Thanks.
Warthog, on the
Cutter
move.
sounds very serious.
Moving out.
It's a heavy cooldown and supply costs for those resource rooms. Holy shit!
Consider them gone.
Whoa!
I think my tank is leaking. Needs repairs. Just try and stop us.
That's pretty fucking insane. Holy shit. I couldn't. Seriously, how do I make more Warthogs?
Marines ready to serve.
Gotta get my veterancy units here, guys.
I hear you, sir.
Taking it.
Let's get going. Sound off, Marines. Need a building cleared out. You ready?
Leader
sir?
power
Let
ready.
you want us, sir.
Ooh, leader power. I don't have enough money yet.
Give us something to burn. Get yourself in order, Marines. I ain't giving anyone a piggyback. Let's go. Need something char-grilled. Hellbringer's moving out.
You guys need to stop being so fucking cook happy, man.
Marines reported for duty.
Okay,
Let's
seriously,
go.
let's start scouting this shit up.
I'm on it.
What do we got here?
Out of my way, coming through. Another power node. If we can take it, we'll be starving Decimus of resources.
Not to mention bolstering our own income. Secure as many as you can find.
Wait, did he only do that once just to be a piece of shit?
On my way.
I don't get it. Well, whatever. We'll see what we can do with this squad of infantry.
Brass don't want me to mess up my pretty face, so we got a nice, easy target. I ain't giving anyone a piggyback. Let's go. Hellbringers, ready your orders. Come on,
Presumably with
let's
this
get
many
these
infantry
guys
units, we should be pretty solid.
Where'd all this wreckage come from?
There was a battle here near the end of the war.
Master Chief saved us all.
It's good to know John's still out there.
What the fuck, man?
It may be an easy job, but it only takes one shot, troops.
Whatever. Who cares? At least it is avoidable if you micro units well enough.
Where'd you want us, sir?
This is ridiculous. Why does this take so long?
Ready for orders, sir.
Releasing the point.
We got our orders. Let's go. Bring our crew. Ready. Move out with me.
Alright. We got some more reinforcements. Whoa! I forgot shift does that. That's crazy.
Let's do this, troops. Got eyes on hostiles. Leathernecks. We're under attack from enemy vehicles. Over. Just give us the order.
Go fuck yourself.
Marines are ready to go.
Did we take it? No?
Sound
What the
off,
fuck?
Marines. Keep your game faces on.
What? Why is it going down?
We ain't got all day, Marines.
Hello? What?
We'll get this point freed up.
I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to
Put
me.
up more resistance. Where do you want us, sir?
Holy shit, that's really gotta go.
We're moving out, squad.
Okay, can we take it yet? Do we have to take it without having any fucking competition at all in the entire area? Maybe I should have played the advanced fucking tutorial. What? Go fuck yourself. There's no defense against that one, man. I don't care how fast your micro.
Do not let the humans interfere with our power supply. Get down there and end them.
Bye.
Come on, Marines. We won't even break a sweat. It's good to me to find Dave.
I'm trying to find the fucking Marine squad so I can use this. Wow. Those can be effective.
Sir. Hoorah! Do I have to hold your hands, Marines?
That's fucking
Marines ready to serve. Make it quick and clean. Point us at them, sir.
Did he really just say these guys are really annoying? Yeah, you're right. Your enemies are really annoying. Oh, I'm at the supply cap already.
Try not to fall asleep. Get going. On it. Move out.
Well, this area is almost taken care of anyways. Seems like there's something of an AoE on the flamethrowers, or something that deals damage in a pathway or something.
We've destroyed an enemy structure.
Yeah. I guess we can try and take it now. Maybe that'll increase our supply cap?
Thought you'd never ask. Let's go.
Pelican leaving the DZ and returning to base.
Don't say that. What is that even? Why do they say that? It must be like something where you can use pelicans for some reason. Alright, well, we've taken that anyways. Or we're in the process of taking it. We could leave behind some units to guard these things and these garrisons, but I don't know. The AI has not demonstrated.
Lose our supplies to the humans. I will see to it that everyone responsible is skinned. Crush them.
Let's go.
So there, it looks like they're targeting these fire bases we're putting up, but it doesn't look like
under attack.
They're really targeting these bonus objectives that we've taken. Oh shit.
Fire base constructed.
Get your ass in gear. Point us at them, sir.
All right.
Rally point set.
Doesn't really look like that did anything, but whatever. Oh yeah, I was gonna use that leader power.
Sound off, Marines.
How do I set a global thing? Is that in the leader powers? It used to be in the leader powers.
Constructed.
We're moving out, squad.
All right, well, whatever. This is like a big gate or something scary, spooky.
Let's do this, troops.
We can't go through it. Maybe, I don't know.
We got our orders. Let's go.
So do we want to go for those bonus
I ain't
objectives?
giving anyone a piggyback. Let's go.
I kind of want to hear Decimus scream more.
Constructed.
Let's get going.
Maybe I will.
Move out.
Rolling out. Eager to tear this place up, sir.
Tango spotted. Lock and load, Marines.
Good.
What? Oh. See, I can't see. Why do they teleport in like that over time? That should have been. You'd think that this game was not designed with that functionality in mind. You would think they would at least have some sort of method to render the units correctly. Think of all the other RTS games you've ever played in your life. I don't think any of them have ever done that.
Ready for action. This ain't a drill, Marines. Go.
They weren't even garrisoning in that one.
No time to waste. Copy that. On the way. Restoring the point.
All right, I think I have observed how this works enough to know what's going on here. I wonder why these units are still here. I mean, they're not really doing anything, but whatever. Well, at least from this far away, a lot of these things look pretty nice. Look pretty.
Are you letting them take our power? Wipe that out!
Is it alt? Double alt? It doesn't look like it's double alt. Maybe if I'm zoomed in.
Hostile spotted.
Oh, it's not double alt. What the fuck is it? What resets your camera?
We won't always get cozy jobs like this, Marines. Have fun. Get the lead out of your pants, Marines. Secure those resources, Marines. You ready, jarheads?
Hey, what are you guys doing? Stop dancing. Get in there. You've lost your dancing privileges.
Move out, Marines. Get me that point.
So I think a unit automatically moves to capture it or something, and one unit has to be actively capturing it.
Get yourself in order, Marines.
Pretty sure that's what has to happen.
Ain't the time to stand about. Move it.
Oh, there's another one of them supply silos. How many of these are there? There's like 11?
For slippers, Marines.
Pr0nogo should not have let you escape at the human base. He may have thought it enough to toy with you, but I won't be so kind.
Well, I don't know how we're gonna find 11 goddamn supply silos.
This target's practically a holiday.
I'm detecting another energy buildup. Take cover.
Wow.
Everyone, take cover.
Run as you did before. You will burn like all we killed here.
Wow, this is some serious shit. Holy fuck. They use so many units now.
Stay frosty. Ready for orders, sir.
Well, time to rebuild all my units.
Read and understood. This ain't a drill, Marines. Go.
Okay. Well.
Hell bring us here.
Yeah, I know I've taken heavy losses. Listen, if you have to tell somebody that they've taken heavy losses, maybe they shouldn't be playing on RTS. I am playing on Heroic, right? You'd think that would disable some of these tooltips.
Let's go.
Alright, well, in the meanwhile,
I'm on it. Ready. Out of my way. Coming through.
let's scout ahead.
Moving out.
Scout around.
Let's hustle.
They're not moving with those units.
Forces in the area.
They're just statically sitting
Warthog
there.
on the move.
That seems really weird.
Excuse me, coming through.
Where do you want this?
Alright, well,
Let's hustle. On my way.
see what's up.
And death row to hog. Woo!
Don't say that.
Aye aye. Let's motor.
Oh, those were those red barrels I was supposed to destroy. Oops.
Marines reporting.
Alright.
Sector burn and blaze.
Got it.
Maybe I should use that leader power next time.
Sir, burning rubber. I love the smell of burning rubber in the morning. My ass is gone.
Yeah.
Eat my dust.
Your ass is gone already. Oh man.
Rolling out.
Yeah, I don't like the new Warthog quotes for sure. I feel like those could be improved.
Fueled up and ready to go. Got our orders. Ready to go.
So how do I set a global relic? What is
Give us
this?
something to burn. Stand to, troops.
What is this? One what? What? I don't know what that means.
Look alive,
Couldn't tell you.
Marines.
So there's got to be some key
Sound off, Marines.
to press, like, R, is it? No, R is the special ability.
Eyes on me, Marines.
Q?
Local
Get
units.
yourself in order, Marines.
That's not it. I don't know. Escape doesn't even open up the menu. What is it, F10? Holy shit. It tries to be an old school RTS by making it F10.
We're up.
That's how you know the
next.
poser RTS that has none of StarCraft's mechanics but uses its fucking hotkeys sometimes. Typical. Your violence, young Todd, is typical. Okay, so we have one more squad of Marines coming. And then we will make our way over. I mean, we could just do it now.
I ain't giving anyone a piggyback. Let's go.
Rally point set.
Jerome, your vehicles won't be able to get past that shield. You'll need to destroy its power supply with your ground troops.
Well, if I had known that, well, I probably should have guessed that, actually. Fuck those guys. Oh, shit. Why do they use this? Fucking Christ, man.
Get the lead out of your pants, Marines.
That is awful.
Sir, my troops are
What?
ready to go.
What? Holy fuck! He's spinning! He's spun and killed me.
Let her lose it. It's playtime, yes, sir. Move your sorry ass. Understood. I'm counting headshots, Marines. Give us the order.
Alright, well.
Reporting for duty.
At least I think we came out on top for this one. We lost over 40 supply.
Dash or scamper. Just move it.
Move. But I think we did
Do this,
it.
troops.
Oh no. Don't do it. Don't you dare spin! Fuck! He spun at me. Alright, well.
You want to give him a target? Move.
He also lost everything.
Rally point set.
Don't tell me what to do. Okay.
Got eyes on enemy forces. Over.
Rally point set.
Marines ready to
Wait, where are they
serve.
going?
With me.
Where are my warthogs?
Moving out.
Get over here.
Let's do it. Affirmative. Sound off, Marines.
Holy shit. Absolutely eviscerated.
Yes, sir. Let's kick ass.
Oh, it does work in combat. Cool.
Stand to, ready to go.
That shift is really fucking with me.
Sir.
Well, this is gonna be a while.
Got a full tank and nozzles are hot.
It's probably a lot easier to go through here. This is probably some lesson they want you to learn. Is to go through this area or something.
Sure thing. Let's show them what this baby can do.
Whatever.
Look alive, Marines.
What the fuck? Oh.
Point us at them, sir. Let's do this.
Okay. Not okay.
Ready for orders, sir. Grenades out.
Unacceptable, actually.
Marines, we got our orders. Let's go. Sound off.
Ay, ay, ay. Okay.
Eyes
Looks
on
like that
me,
was the last
Marines.
squad. That's the last
ready,
squad
jarheads?
there.
Let's get going.
Fuck them up.
I ain't gonna lie. Some of you might not make it back. Let's make it count.
Wow. You sound really heartfelt there, buddy. Who is the voice director for this project?
We got an easy target. Before they pick us off. We're moving out,
Well,
squad.
we're getting all these supplies, but I don't know why. I'm so fucking rich. It's disgusting.
Everyone up for a little scrap?
Alright, well, we did it. Wait, why did we even bother with
Easy
fucking
as pie. Let's do this, troops.
doing that when we can only have 2
Move out.
vehicles? We can't build new warthogs.
Consider this your shore leave, Marines. Where'd you want us, sir? Yes, sir.
Alright,
I
cool.
must be getting soft on you lunks.
Well, so far there's only 2 different kinds of unit. Oh shit. Okay, fuck off. We can't use that yet.
We drew the long straw, troops. On the devil.
Alright, so that's, we could probably kill them by doing this, hitting this. Come on! Oh, shit. Didn't work. Well, that worked.
Get your ass in gear! Move out, Marines! Child's play, Marines!
Well,
let's do it quick!
I don't know, man. I don't know what to say.
Move it or lose it!
I like the fact that it's starting off with relatively low scale, well...
I ain't giving anyone a piggyback.
See, we have, like, pretty high scale stuff for a first mission or a second mission in this context. But, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of variety in this particular mission. It seems pretty low scale. Maybe I'm just taking really long, and that's the problem.
Leader power ready.
Alright, let's use that.
We've got our orders. Let's go.
Keep hitting S to make my units stop moving. It's not fucking working. I wonder why. Alright, well, that's a pretty good ability. It's like a faster paced heal and repair from the first game.
You want to give them a target? Move! Everyone up for a little scrap?
We've got hunters. Hellbringers, take them out before they can destroy our warthogs.
Let's get going. I don't care if you
I only have 2 fucking warthogs. So.
Our base is under attack.
I'm not terribly worried about it. I think we got it. Wait, what's on that thing? Holy shit! I may have fucked up, guys. Oh, that's fine. We'll kill their base, they'll kill our base. Whatever.
We won't even break a sweat. All units delivered. You got lead in your pants. Move it.
Our base is under attack.
Relax.
Smell the burn.
Fine.
Reported for duty. Get some pineapples out there.
Pineapples? Don't say that.
The enemy has taken out our infantry. First kill wins a fluffy toy.
Don't say that.
We've reduced an enemy structure to rubble.
We did it, guys.
Let's get going.
Our base is under attack.
Don't worry about it. Oh.
That's Decimus.
He looks bigger than the last time I saw him.
I will hollow out your skulls and let the short ones use them as toys!
The short one.
Flammable materials music to my ears.
Hey, stop that.
Armor. Don't let up.
Shipmaster, put an end to these creatures.
Decimus is ordering bombardment on his own position from the carrier. Fall back.
What the fuck?
Move out, Marines.
They must be reinforcing from some area.
Move before they pick us off.
Also, right-clicking does not have the intended effect.
It is ours, humans, and no one will stand before the might of the banished.
I don't care if you gallop, dash, or scamper.
Orbital strike on my mark.
Well, we might be able to win with just this stuff, actually.
Move out with me. She ain't got all day, Marines. Let's go. I ain't giving anyone a piggyback.
That's very spooky. Maybe if we can just run around.
Roger that. We're moving out, squad. Move out, Marines.
Yeah, let's just ignore him until our abilities come back. Then we should be able to throw grenades at him, make him sit there again, like a mongoloid. Well, he is a mongoloid.
Let's go.
Shipmaster, keep firing. Incinerate them.
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty easy once you abuse it like this.
Move out with me.
That attack squad that attacked us here, unless it just died at my turrets, it did absolutely fucking nothing afterwards. Oh, we just got more warthogs when we lost the other 2, it looks like. Oh wait, yeah,
We have him on the ropes. One last push.
Don't say that.
I ain't giving anyone a piggyback. Let's go.
Wow, those transports have no health. Fuck them up. What? Where did all these units come from? What? I could have built tanks?
I am impressed, humans. We'll meet again.
Oh my
He's
god.
bombing his own base.
Monster. Killing his own as casually as he kills us.
Decimus must be trying to hide something. Search what's left.
Where the fuck were all those units that they showed at the end? I could not build any of those.
Captain. Uploading now. Isabel, can you decrypt this for us?
Oh, this isn't good. I'm only recovering bits and pieces of data, but it all points to a cartographer.
Cartographer? Who's that?
Not who, what. I'll debrief you when you're back on the ship. This is gonna take a lot of explaining.
Wow. Hey guys, I'm so close to
You
leveling
honored
up.
those we lost today with your actions. I'm proud of all of you.
Don't say that. I don't need a fucking casual pat on the back when I finish a level. Jesus Christ, this is sickening. Okay, well, the question I asked before I started this mission was, what do you guys think of a proper opening mission? Like, that really sets the stage for the gameplay and the story that you're going to experience. My answer to that is, generally speaking, something that the categories that it has to satisfy are, first of all, it has to hook me into the story. Now, the opening of this story was like an opening cutscene, obviously. It's more conventional, like a game, whereas I was more so thinking in the context of like a custom campaign and one of the RTSs that I'm familiar with, the Blizzard ones. But even in that context, I feel like the opening cutscene definitely got me interested. So far, the missions themselves have not. So the story part is sort of satisfied by the fact that there's the opening cutscene. But the other thing that it has to do is that it has to give me an enjoyable taste of the gameplay that presumably I'm going to get throughout the entire campaign. Now, if that is what the entire campaign is going to look like, which I presume is probably not the case, then I wouldn't really be super invested in actually attempting to not necessarily beat the campaign. Like, I'll play through it. Obviously, I'm doing a Let's Play production of it. But in the context of, like, designing a larger story and having the player play through multiple maps, like, what I would always want to do is give the player something of an example of the gameplay that they're going to be exposed to. And then you have them learn mechanics or strategies or best practices throughout that first mission that are reflected in all of the future missions in some way, so that there's like a learning curve, and you start off slow and you give the player some time to adapt, and then you make the missions harder as they go on, and you increase the stakes and the scales, and it's in line with the story. It's why a good story it's hard to tell a really, really good story in the context of a video game when you have to have the player learn stuff in downtime and have them be introduced to concepts and new mechanics and stuff if there's already a really heavy, like, high stakes thing, because then the story would be less believable if we're supposed to be at like the end of a war in the middle of this really, really heavy scenario, but there's enough time for me to learn how to beat the enemy in this opening level or these opening couple of levels. Then it doesn't feel like we're in the middle of a full-fledged war in the gameplay. So you try to have to marry these two separate concepts, these disparate concepts in some regard, very carefully, and it's obviously why some people do credibly believe that when you're making a video game, you're restricted in the amount of story that you can tell, or the sort of kind of story you can tell, and I definitely agree with them in that context, because you have to have some sort of stake you have to a story that is told with enough sort of free room in the opening so that the player can actually acclimate to the gameplay mechanics itself, so that they don't just fail miserably. Or I guess you could just have like an easy difficulty or something. But I guess you could. There's a couple of different ways you can work around it if you wanted to. But anyways, I definitely don't think that the gameplay was super compelling. Like I had that ending cutscene really bothered me, because it had like the Kodiaks, it had Scorpions, it had Cyclopses. We're not introduced to any of these units, but the Kodiaks roll up with no explanation as to what they are, despite them being fucking retconned in. We never had them in the previous game. There's not even like a lazy explanation, like, oh, Nightingales, those medic things, those healing aircraft or whatever the fuck those were. Those are actually retrofitted Hawks or retrofitted Hornets or something, and they've been their loadouts have been changed to be more support oriented. Okay, I would maybe buy that. You know, maybe I buy fucking Kodiaks are rhinos with different artillery implements or something, like, just on the Spirit of Fire you can do that. Okay, cool, whatever. But there's not even that. They're just not even acknowledged, just being different. Unless I missed some book that explains where they got all this lore. Maybe that's how it is, because Halo's a lot like Warcraft in that respect. So, anyways, yeah, not super enthused about that mission that we just played, but maybe it'll get better. I'm always open to possibilities. Hope you guys have enjoyed the production so far. I'll see you next week for another episode of Halo Wars 2, where we will jump into the next level. And I don't think that there's a campaign where you play as from the perspective of the Banished or the Covenant or the Foreigners or any race other than humans. But we'll see. That could be interesting if they do that. I'm always partial to RTS franchises where the RTS games allow you to have a unique experience from multiple different races, like with the Warhammer 40,000 games, for example. Warhammer 40,000, Dawn of War 2 Retribution, what a fucking mouthful, had the same campaign essentially with minor story differences, but you could experience it from any the perspective of any race, which I thought was kind of interesting. And then obviously the Dawn of War 3 had like multiple perspectives, sort of like Halo 2 did, where you're playing as Arbiter and Master Chief. Dawn of War 3 had multiple perspectives to its story. So there's like a couple different ways you can go about it. I prefer just the old-fashioned StarCraft approach of having like a bunch of disparate races, you know, where you play like the human campaign, then the Covenant campaign, or whatever. I don't know. Maybe we'll see something like that here. I don't really know anything about this game, honestly. So, yeah, that's going to be it for that. See you in a week. Bye.